I was really debating as to whether or not I wanted to make this video. And I really don't want to come off like I'm trying to be mean to this lady, because that's not true. But I do feel like what she says in this video needed to be addressed. This is somebody needed to. Other people are saying stuff too, but they're being disrespectful to her, and I don't want to be disrespectful to her. I happen to think that this lady's bright, very smart lady on some of the other stuff she says. But on this video, see, this is what I don't get, the disconnect. This lady's a bright lady. She's not stupid. But when it comes to the topic of feminism, it's almost like logic goes out the window, and here comes the brainwashing. And here we go. So here we go, guys. I'll be responding to what she says as the video goes.
Hi everybody, another day, another vlog, another controversial topic. So I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he said to me, like, you know, I was talking to him about like how I've been like speaking out more and how I've been like writing more stuff and like how I'm trying to get it organized. And he was like, you know, like I really hope for you that like men start listening, you know, like I hope that this works and blah, 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 and yada, yada, and all this stuff. And I'm like, you know, like that's all well and good. Like I appreciate that you hope that, but like men seem to think they have a choice.
Wow. We do have a choice. We have one, just like you do. But I want to know if a dude cammed up and was like, women seem to think they have a choice. What would the reaction be? We're already painted as violent rapists and shit anyway, so what the fuck, why not, right? Wow. Wow, we seem to think we have a choice, guys. We have to deal with this. Wow.
Like, or I guess, like, that's what he said. Like, I was like, y'all, or, like, not even men. Like, I'm sorry. Not even men. I'm going to go back because I do want to address the fact that there are women who, like, women are part of the patriarchy, for sure. There are women who are in the system. There are women who are supporting the system. There are women who are participating in that system. So people in the patriarchy, I guess, seem to think they have a choice about what's happening with feminism and with women right now. Like,
everybody has a choice. Patriarchy doesn't exist, and I find it quite disrespectful to the women who don't feel like they're oppressed. I know plenty of women. I can think of a few in particular. A couple of them I was just talking to two of them earlier tonight. I just got done off the phone with one, and I was texting the other one. Guess what? They don't feel oppressed. I've talked to them about this before. They don't feel oppressed. And they need you to tell them that they should be. Talk for yourself, speak for yourself, but don't speak for every woman.
Like, but like, I don't know where the confusion is happening. Like, well, I mean, I guess I do, because that's how the system's happened for so long. But I said to him, I was like,
it's not a system.
I was like men, like this system seems to think that there's a choice, but like, no, like women are waking up. We're realizing how much we contribute. We're realizing how intelligent we are. We're realizing how hard we're working. We're realizing how much it takes to run a home, how much it takes to run a family, how much it takes to have a job, how much it takes to pay all of these bills, how much of that we're being required to provide in order to be a part of our society, a part of our community, and how little we're being valued for it.
You want to know why you're realizing those things? It's because for centuries, men have been doing those things for you. Which is okay. I'm not against, you know, the guy pays the bills and the woman like does the housework and, you know, with the kids and the cooking and all that stuff. And I do think that things need to be split evenly. So like, if the dude's gonna help with the household, there need to be a checks and balances. Things don't need to be one person just works and the other person does everything else. I agree that there should be a teamwork there. But you know why you're experiencing this stuff now? You're doing the things now that men have been doing for centuries, and you ain't getting praised for it? It's because men are checking out. We're checking out. You want to be treated equal? Equality. Nobody gives a fuck. Go to work, make money, and shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a shit, right? Nobody gives a shit when men pay bills, and we don't give a fuck when you do. You want equality? This is what it feels like to be a man. I'm not going to pat you on the back for paying bills and having a job. Fuck you. You're supposed to do it. You're an adult. Go to work, make the money, pay the bills, take care of your kids. I don't give a fuck. Because if you were a guy, nobody would give a fuck.
And we're not fucking confused about it.
Neither are we.
We're all talking. Every single woman I know is talking about what's going on in her life and how, this is the expectation and it's not matching up and like all of this stuff. We're all talking. We're all talking to each other right now.
And so are men. We're doing the same thing.
Oh, and you can decide whether or not you're going to listen to us. You can sit back and say, oh, this is going to blow over, right? But like, what do you think is going to happen when you don't? Do you think we're just going to sit back and say like, oh, you know what? It's cool. Like, we were wrong. We didn't know what we were talking about. We didn't know how smart we were. You know what? You're right. Please, I'm sorry. Can you convince me again that I should sit back down, be quiet, not be as intelligent as I am? Like, where do you think it's gonna?
Where do you think it's gonna go? What are men supposed to do? Are we supposed to be quiet and sit back down and not let everybody know how intelligent we are? We can say the same things you're saying. The only difference is when you say it, people listen.
Go. So right now, women are talking to you. Women are speaking to you. They're asking you. They're inviting you in. They're telling you, hey, this is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. This is what's happening in my world right now.
And right now, men are talking to you. We're inviting you in. We're telling you this is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. And this is what's happening in my world right now. Right? Men can say the same things that you're saying. The only difference is when you say them, people pay attention to it.
And they're not confused. They know exactly what's happening in their world, and you can't sit back and tell them that something different is happening. So yes,
same goes for men. We know what's happening. You can't sit back and tell us of something there's something different's happening. Whatever that means. We could say it too. I don't know what the fuck you mean by that, but whatever the fuck that means, we could do it too.
There are going to be women who stay within the patriarchy. There are going to be women who participate within the patriarchy.
Patriarchy doesn't exist.
And you could decide
As a matter of fact, I'd be willing to bet that a matriarchy does. Look at the courts and how they favor you. Look at the courts and what they do to men. Look at that. Later on in this video, you're going to mention 60% of divorces are initiated by women. Now, I'm not saying all women are divorced for this, because some women have very reasonable reasons to divorce. But a lot of them do it because they're going to get the money, they're going to get the house, they're going to get the cars, they're going to get the paycheck. That's what it's about to a lot of them. As a matter of fact, earlier today, I was just arguing with a feminist. She goes, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but we're supposed to turn felons into kings? No, have a better taste of who you go for. Don't come for me because I don't fucking want you. But have a better taste in who you go for. Maybe you wouldn't be dealing with these problems. Have a better taste and be better to the people that you're going for, and this wouldn't be a problem.
You are only going to associate with that caliber of women, for sure. You could decide that that's the caliber of women you're going to marry, that's the caliber of women you're going to date, that's the caliber of women that you want in your circle, that's the caliber of women you're going to make your nasty jokes in front of, whatever. Not for nothing, I like nasty jokes. I'm talking about, the rape, the stuff that's not consensual, whatever. 14-year-old boy humor, I'm all for it.
Because humor is a tool that's meant to deal with dark things.
But, you can continue to associate with that type of woman, but there's going to be less and less of them. There's going to be less and less of them. And then that's also, it's not the future. That's not the future. You have...
What the future is men and women both come to the table and don't have a war between the sexes, or there's no future. That's the future. Either we come to the table and talk with each other, or there's no future. That's the gravity of the situation. That's it.
50% of the population screaming with intelligence. You have 50% of the population telling you, like...
I didn't know intelligence made noise.
Hey, I'm a valuable member of society. I'm a valuable member of what's happening right now. Like...
Okay. Stop with these little statements. You're a valuable member of society. Well, yeah, I get that. And you probably are. But what is you're a valuable member of what's happening right now? At first, you haven't, apparently intelligence makes a sound. And now you're a valuable member of what's happening right now. I don't even know what the fuck either one of those statements mean. I get the point at this point in this video. You're just talking to hear yourself talk. Get to the point. Just quit with these little, you're a valuable member and all this uplifting stuff, and just get to the fucking point of what you want to say. You want to be treated like a guy? You men and women want equal treatment to men? Shut the fuck up and quit wasting my time and tell me what you want to say. What's your point?
Please participate with me. Please listen to me. Please hear me. And when that doesn't happen, we're not going to sit back and say, oh, you know, you're right. Like, we didn't know. We don't know what's going on. We're going to keep talking, and we're going to keep trying, and then we're going to start leaving things. We're going to start... Did you know that 60%, currently, 60% of marriages are ended by women?
What are you going to start leaving? Men have already started to check out. What's there going to be for you to leave? We already said we're fucking done. We already said it. So what are you going to leave? We're already leaving. But we get shit on for leaving. You leave and it's like, well, they were just tired of the men. That's the difference.
Only think that number is going to get higher as more and more women really...
It was going to get lower because less and less men are entering marriage.
The places that we are undervalued, that we are literally trying to do...
Try being undervalued in your own home. In your own home. Own home. You know, when I was with my ex, I actually got in trouble with her. I mean, like, I could really get in trouble with her, but she was bitching at me for working too much. But she didn't care when she had my fucking debit card and she was spending all the money in the account. She only cared after she spent it all. I was like, well, you're working too much. Well, honey, the bank account's got a hole in it, and its name is Angela, and I'm trying to fill the bank account back up, but you won't let me. You won't let me. Right? Men are valued as far as our bill paying and paychecks go, especially in our own house.
Everything, and we are undervalued. Again, I'm not saying that that's every marriage. I think that there are amazing, incredible men out there who are listening and are ready and are waking up. But, like...
Oh, get the fuck out of here with the waking up thing. Really? I forgot the comment was in there. I was about to compliment you. I was about to say there's amazing, wonderful women out there, but now fuck you. No, not really. But waking up, don't fucking patronize me. And don't patronize other men. We're waking up like we need you to enlighten us? Such a fucking patronizing statement. What if I was to say, well, women are waking up to what men are saying? You would feel patronized. Don't fucking patronize me. Or men, for that matter. It's not that we need to listen to you talk. It's that both men and women need to come to the table and listen to each other. Not with a fucking patronizing attitude like we need to wake up and be enlightened.
The majority of this, that's not what we're encountering. Okay? So, when you, as a woman, start to value yourself and start to feel these things about yourself and start to know what you're contributing and what you're giving, you're not just going to sit back and say, okay, I'm okay with this. You're not going to get convinced to get put.
And as a man, we're not going to get convinced to be put back on the plantation. What's your point? We can say I always tell Asian Dave, you're on this channel, you're subscribed to me, I know you might hear this. How many times have I said that if I can repeat the same thing back to you, but only change one or two words, then you're not making a valid argument. If I could take your very argument, change one or two words around, and it has just as much truth to it, then your argument isn't working. You have not presented one argument in this video.
Back in that bad situation, you're going to do something about it. And you're going to keep trying to do something about it until something changes. So whether that's your dating situations, your marriages, the jobs that you're working in, like, you are going to lose access to massive amounts of intelligence, and you're going to lose access to massive amounts of love and support and all of these things that these wonderful, powerful women are trying to offer and communicate with you. The women who are speaking out right now,
men are trying to offer the same things, and you're losing access to that too.
Are the women of the future. They are the women who are going to create change, who are going to participate in your companies, who are going to raise amazing families. Like, we're the women. We're trying. We are out.
Not only women raise families, men do it too. And we did try, and we're done trying. We're a little down the road, farther along in this than you are, little lady. As you know what, I apologize for the little lady comment. That was actually a bit patronizing, so I apologize for that. And as I said, I'm going to link you to this video. By the way, that's her channel, guys, if you want to go check them out. Natalie McCollum. So I apologize for the little lady comment, because that was kind of patronizing.
You're like doing our absolute best, right? And so if you're ignoring the things you're saying, what do you think we're going to do with all of that intelligence and all of that power and all of that love and all of that stuff that we...
All of that power. Is this a patriarchy or not? All of what power, right? It's patriarchy. Women don't have power, right? Not in the patriarchy. But you just said it. All of that power. So what is it? Are you powerful and big, strong woman until something doesn't go your way, and then it's the patriarchy that offers a scapegoat for your shortcomings? I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, we're asking you to work with us. You don't want...
We're asking you to work with us, too.
To work with us? We're going to step out.
We already stepped out.
We're going to step out. We'll start our own companies.
Step out. Go ahead. We're already doing that. What are you stepping out from if it's not there? Go ahead, run your own company. I really, really do wish you the best. But what are you stepping away from? It's not there.
We'll work for ourselves. We'll take care of each other. Our government doesn't want to represent us. Our partners don't want to...
The government represents you guys quite well. Trust and believe. Represents you guys a whole lot better than it does for us.
Represent us? The people around us don't want to hear us, don't want to represent us. Like, we're not going to sit down. Like, listen to us. Hear us. That's what we're asking for.
We're asking for the same thing.
We don't want to revolt. We want to have a conversation.
We do want to revolt until both sexes can have the conversation. We're already doing so.
With you. We want to tell you, hey man, this is what I need. Hey, you know what? I need a little bit of flexibility because I got to go nurse my kid, but I'll come back with all the same amount of intelligence that I showed up with to begin with.
Hey lady, you said, hey man, hey lady, we need a little bit of flexibility. We got to go work to go pay the bills, but don't worry, when we show back up, we'll show back up with all the intelligence that we showed up with. We could say the same thing. You have not made one argument.
Hey, I need you to say something nice to me. I worked my ass off today. Like,
you worked your ass off today. Good job. Now shut the fuck up and go do it tomorrow, because that's what a woman would, or that's what a man would get, right? We don't get compliments for working our asses off. We just do it. Nobody gives a fuck if you work your ass off.
Women are talking. We're asking for the things we need.
And men are doing the same things, and it's falling on deaf ears.
We're not trying not to communicate with you. So if you're going to dig your feet in the sand and not listen, that's not going to be that women opt out and decide to just stay within the system. That's going to be that you lose access. So,
Guess what? You already lost the access. We opted out. So you're threatening to do the very same things that men are already doing. So we don't give a fuck. Plain and simple.
Anyway, that's my thoughts. Obviously, again, another controversial topic, but like, I don't know. What do you want for the future, I guess?
We want to sit down and have a conversation, or else there won't be a future.